Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Well, happy Wednesday. I am. This is 2023 is now officially the worst year for burnout for me. It hasn't been the worst year ever overall, but in terms of burnout and the fast pace of life, definitely. And I need a significant prayer today because I'm feeling confused, I'm feeling neglected. So I ask that you please smash the dislike button. I'm hoping to get at least 20 dislikes this time around. Last night I got, I think, 7 or 8 dislikes. And to understand why I feel this way, one of my biggest disappointments at both of my jobs currently, which I really love working with all of the students. Some of the upper management there are some things to be said about them, but the students, nothing at all. Even the students who had special needs and needed me to come at a special time, the students who were juggling multiple things and I had to work around their schedules. I might Peter dislike the scheduling conflict, right? I might Peter dislike the fact that I have to work with these students on a Saturday, but at the end of the day, I love the students. It's a very confusing feeling. The other thing I would complain much more so about, more so than the upper management, is some of the software that we're using. The grading system is very wonky to use. I wrote a very scathing complaint about that last night. Well, I didn't complain, but I made suggestions to it. But I used some harsh words, and I feel maybe I shouldn't have done that. I said, this is very tedious to do, and I spent the whole Saturday feeling like I pounded my head on the table all day trying to get these grades in. The students are obviously not satisfied either that it's that their grades are showing up incorrectly multiple times. And I said, aren't you worried about the accuracy? These are people's college grades we're talking about. I used a few scathing words and I made some suggestions on how the page could load and all that. But I think I might have gotten myself in trouble with that because earlier today, first of all, my first class doesn't start until 10 a.m. So I'm not usually a normal guy, early morning guy in the first place in terms of scheduling. And my phone rings at 8:30 and somebody at GCU wants to talk to me, and the person calling me doesn't even know what the conversation is about. And I'm very upset because I don't know what kind of trouble I'm in. I'm confused. And what makes it really frustrating is this weekend is my first significant mental health break in a long, long time, right? Going to see a solar eclipse. And it's Wednesday, and I have it all ruined with this one phone call that I have no idea what it's about. And she doesn't even have time to meet until tomorrow morning. I'm really upset. And so I really want to go to campus to find out what the conversation is, but I know I have a tendency to explode under conditions like this, so I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about also following up on yesterday's complaint to apologize a little bit. I don't think my complaint was that bad, though. I explained how I felt Saturday. I literally did feel like I was banging my head on the table. I literally did think it was tedious. I really did think especially that it was prone to error and it was going to cause a lot of problems if there were errors, right? Nobody wants to get an inaccurate grade. Nobody wants to give an inaccurate grade either. And but I have autism. Sometimes I make mistakes at work that I don't realize until somebody points it out. I'm just really frustrated that I take one mental health break out of many, many months and it gets ruined like this. And tomorrow when I finally hear what it's about and it's a bunch of nothing, I hope to let this person know that, hey, things like that don't sit very well with me. And so maybe even ask if I can have the rest of this week off to I don't know, compensate for that. Feel free to leave a comment because I'm very upset right now and I'm probably not thinking the best. But more importantly, I haven't been normal for a long time. I've been coping by drinking a lot of caffeine, and to give you an idea, when I did the calculation, it's about 2x the amount that would normally kill somebody my weight. I have a good tolerance to caffeine, obviously, but for somebody who had never drank coffee before at my weight, I drink enough coffee to kill myself 2 times over every day, it seems like. Alright, please leave a dislike. I don't know what to do. I feel like everything's just rushing out of control. And don't get me wrong, even if it's a constructive complaint, I love it. I just need to breathe and be able to live without so much caffeine flowing through my system. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.